So we don't know what we dressed up as.
Mm-hmm.
Our prompt was scariest thing we could think of.
I got something really scary.
I have something terrifying.
I don't mean to like put you on your tippy toes, but
I'm about to make you shit yourself.
Oh shit!
So all right,
I kind of have to shit. So
all right, well, it's about to get messy in here.
Okay.
So we're gonna count down from 3.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Jack from AJR. Whoa. Welcome to this scary episode.
Spooky edition of
BrokeN Boys.
Freaky Fellas Part 2.
Ooh. Part 2. My name is Mike.
I'm Colin.
And today we're here in our definitely higher effort than last year outfits.
Yeah. We are the scariest thing we think of, which is Jack from AJR.
Yeah.
As you might have seen from the opening there. Did you shit yourself?
Yeah, that's why we took a break before coming back. Yeah, I had to go clean up real quick.
I did shart myself a little bit, but I did clean it up. So. Sorry for the smell.
That's all right. It adds to the spooky atmosphere.
Yeah,
you know?
And it really makes you, all AJR fans are babies. So.
Yeah, I mean, I wore a diaper as part of my outfit, Yeah, but welcome back.
Yeah.
This is, I think, the first time an episode of ours is actually being uploaded on a holiday.
I think so.
Unless I'm incorrect about something. So, or actually, maybe July 4th was this year. I'm not sure why I'm remembering that, but for some reason I'm thinking
I'll go back and look.
Okay.
Just for posterity's
sake. But, it's Halloween, spooky,
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, July 4th was a Monday.
Yeah, I remember that because we were like, oh, we could have done something for an episode. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But, here we are.
Here we are.
Halloween spooky season.
Did you say it was episode 87?
I don't know.
It's episode 87. Right?
It is episode 87.
Yeah.
Freaky Fellas last year, I remember it was a little unhinged, so we'll see how it goes this year. We'll see if we're any better, any worse, or the same.
Yeah.
No progression.
Or no character development at all.
Yeah, in over a year. Welcome to BrokeN Boys. But, you got your brisk iced tea?
I got my brisk iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
IT.
Brisk iced tea. That's what the cool kids call it. Brisket. Sweet. You got your brisket. Yeah. How was your week, though?
Pretty uneventful. Didn't do a whole lot. Work, school, Overwatch, music. Just, how every week has gone for the past month or two. But, kind of boring, really.
We're okay.
Okay.
Hey, my computer's just...
What happened? All my notes are, music news for later. But, what did I do? I relaxed, maxed, relaxed, had a couple days off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch a whole lot. I've been binging a lot of BuzzFeed Unsolved and Ghost Files. They're the same guys.
Yeah.
Ryan and Shane. They're very funny. They were on an episode of GMM this week. Great stuff. I was supposed to, a couple weeks ago, maybe like almost a month ago, I requested off this weekend because my mom wanted to take me to Tennessee with my siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And it was denied almost instantaneously after I put it in.
Yeah.
And then a couple days ago, my boss was making the schedule, and she was like, "Hey, what were those days you wanted off?" And I told her, Friday through Monday, and she was like, "Okay." Well, I denied them at first because I didn't think we'd have enough people, but now I'm thinking we might, so I could probably give it to you off. And at that point, a little too late to tell my mom like, "Hey, I can go."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, if you can't, it's whatever, but, I'll still take them if you can. She's like, okay. And then she texts me, and she's like, well, I can give you Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I can't give you Friday. And I'm like, okay, whatever. you know, if she had given me Friday, well, maybe I'd have been able to go. But, you know, wasn't I able to go. Was a little depresso about that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's okay. They look like they're having fun so far, so.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's that? Oh, the Beatles made something special for me as well.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I got an email earlier saying, the Beatles made something special just for you, or something like that from Spotify. I was like, oh shit, I brought George and John back from the dead just for me.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think that there was like a Revolver 30th year.
Well, like 60th
year or some shit thing that came out. I don't know. I saw it on Album of the Year, but
yeah. But I mean, otherwise, nothing too crazy. Just waiting for fucking God of War Ragnarok to come out. Comes out.
It's next week, right?
Next week after
from
this episode coming out.
Yeah.
Fucking very pumped for that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, other than that, nothing too crazy. How was your week?
My week was fine. I mean, it's kind of same with you. It's the same old, just super busy with a lot of shit to do and somewhat not doing it and feeling guilty about it later. You know, it's just the cycle of abuse to myself.
Mental abuse.
Yeah, that's what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's just checking out my AJR album now. Yeah. Got some great songs on there.
Yeah, I like Netflix Trip a lot.
Yeah,
it's definitely not derivative or a copy of any other song by a better artist.
Yeah, definitely not. And I love Bud Like You, and it definitely does not sound like absolute ass.
No. No Grass Today is pretty great too.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your week?
Anyways, my week was same old. I had an eventful Monday morning. Yeah, because, well, I went to bed Sunday night. I mean, somewhat late, but not later than what I usually do.
And what's somewhat late to you?
Unimportant to the story. But
it was probably like 4 a.m.
It wasn't 4.
3 a.m.
I don't think it was 3. I think it was 2-ish.
Don't call.
Anyways,
calling Mike at 3 a.m.
He picked up. He's still awake. But anyways, you know, I'm in a philosophy class right now, and we have exams in there, and they're pretty beefy exams. You know, pretty big points for that class, and beginning of the semester, it was very clear in the syllabus. You know, miss the exam. 0, unless there's an emergency situation or something like that. So I'm like, all right, should probably study up for this. I had missed a day of class because our school, within the school, had School of Music. I could say that the School of Music had like a mental wellness day thing. So I took a day off, and then I caught up on those notes on Sunday night, and then. Went to bed, went over my things, and I'm like, okay, the exam is open note, so, it's not really too big of a worry, but it's I still want to be able to know where stuff is, know what stuff is off the top of my head, so I can go right to it, whatever.
Yeah.
Got all that stuff done, put everything in my bag, I'm like, all right, not going to forget anything, going to be all good. Go to sleep. I have, this weird dream, for whatever reason, of... my even though it was an open note exam, for some reason my brain made this scenario where my philosophy professor was just going around and making us empty our folders before the exam. I don't know, it was a weird thing, and I only mention that because I was dreaming of the exam, and then I wake up, I'm like, oh, okay, check the time, it is an hour and 15 minutes after I usually leave for school. And philosophy is my first class of the day. And I'm like, fuck, my class starts in 20 minutes and I have a 30-minute drive to school. Yeah. And I just woke up. My class starts in 20 minutes. I get out of bed, I go, fuck. Yeah. Right to your left right there. That's pretty much right. I just got up and then fuck. mental crisis. And I like for 30 seconds I try to collect myself. Like, oh, do I take a quick shower? Do I have everything? Do I like send an email like, oh, you know? And then I'm like, nah, I just gotta go.
Yeah.
I just gotta go. So I just grab all my shit, throw it in my bag, and like I do a little jog on my way to my car, pretty much. And I get in and I drive the speed limit to school.
Yes, as you always should.
I always drive the speed limit, even in emergency situations. And I was... Actually, I'm not going to reveal that on the podcast. But, you may remember what detail. Yeah, I definitely drive the speed limit to school. And, you know, I get there... I think I park like 15 minutes after class had started, and then I like do a very quick walk and definitely walk through an intersection when I wasn't supposed to. Not like putting myself in danger type shit, but I was like, I'm not
jaywalking.
I would never.
That's worse than going the speed limit.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I may or may not have preemptively ran across the street when I wasn't supposed to. Did that and get to my class like 20 minutes after it starts. I get in there and I kind of rush through the beginning portion of the test, and then I get to the end of it and I still have like 10 minutes left in class. I'm like, okay, somehow I made it through it, like with good enough time here. So like I went over my first few answers when I was, all squirrely putting shit down, and then I felt a little bit better about the beginning of it. I don't know. It was just a really stressful way to start my Monday, and then I was all stinky and greasy all fucking day. And then our friend that I usually eat lunch with on Monday was like, he just like deuces.
I bet you were feeling weak and waiting for the good part.
I really was waiting for the good part, yeah. And yeah, and I wanted to start drama with our friend because he didn't come hang out with me at
at
should that be the rest of the episode, just dropping AJR titles whenever we can?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the only way.
Like I just got in my car and I was like, let the games begin,
You're like, next up forever, baby.
That was me. Like so then I went out with a bang. Yeah.
And you're like, I'm turning out part 2 right now.
This really is a turning out part 2 moment.
This day is turning out part 2 to be bad so far.
Yeah. God damn it.
And then you went to your music class and you were like, an overture.
yeah, that's what I do. Overture. But yeah, that was a rough way to start my Monday.
Did you call your dad?
No. It was a rough way to start my week. But the rest of my week was pretty uneventful for the most part.
Were you way less sad than Monday?
I was way less sad than I was on Monday. Yeah, it was a little rainy on Tuesday. It was kind
really
of funny.
Rainy. I got soaked.
Yeah, it was pretty rainy. I mean, I have an umbrella, so.
I mean, I did too. I just didn't take out my backpack. So
it's your fault.
Yeah.
Not even a joke. That's just your fault.
I know. Stop rubbing it in.
Idiot. I'm kidding.
Done.
I thought it was funny though.
Shut up. Go. Keep going.
Yeah. I thought it was funny though because I matched like perfectly with one of my friends that day. Like we unintentionally wore a maroon sweatshirt, jeans, like gray shoes, and also a dark gray undershirt, and also had the same colored umbrella. So it was kind of funny. There's a picture of it. Yeah.
Keep going.
You could really say that Monday was one of my 100 bad days of all time.
Yeah. That's.
Is it karma for something? What I do?
I don't know, man. I just keep talking.
Okay.
I'm just looking. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty.
The fuck you calling? Oh man. But that was pretty much my week. I didn't really do too much else. I listened to a few albums. I won't go too into detail because I accidentally did that last month. Like I went into detail before the monthly roundup, which the monthly roundup's today too. Woo, 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 woo. Big day. But like I listened to
the big day.
I listened to The Big Day by Chance the Rapper. New favorite album alert.
Whoa, best album art too.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, I listened to Carly Rae.
Beat this.
Yeah, that is.
This is the best album art.
That is prime album art. I listened to Carly Rae Jepsen's Emotion this week because a lot of people rave about it, and also I wanted to get some context before listening to her new album.
What about The Loneliest Time? Did you listen to The Loneliest Time?
If you let me finish, I was literally just about to say, and then I listened to The Loneliest Time by Carly Rae Jepsen. Yeah, all jepped out. And yeah, I'll go a little more into detail about those when we get there. But then also, Backseat Lovers released something today. We'll go into more detail about that. Panic at the Disco released something last night. Their best work to date.
Yeah.
The House of Memories EP.
Woo!
Featuring House of Memories and House of Memories sped up version and House of Memories slowed down version.
Yeah.
By any chance, did you listen?
Woo!
Did you listen to
Hell
the
no,
slowed down version? On YouTube, have you ever done the slow down feature?
Yeah.
Know how it gets really like that kind of shit?
Uh-huh.
That is, I'm not shitting you. That is what the song is.
How long is it because of that?
It's like 4.5 minutes.
That's so fucking stupid.
Like, it's literally, like, they literally spent a minute in total on both these songs just, okay, slow it down. Okay, speed it up. Release it. Wow. Nothing else. It's not slowed and reverbed. Like, it doesn't even sound like it's a different vibe or anything. No, it's just the song with shitty, stretched out audio that sounds fucking horrendous. And then fucking Nightcore for the other one.
Amazing. And then the House of Memories. And
then House of Memories, yeah. Which is, you know, a pretty good Panic song, I guess.
Yeah.
Baffling. Fucking insulting, if you ask me.
That one's for you, TikTok.
Yeah. If anything, though, I felt a little joy on Album of the Year because someone commented, like, you know, I'm starting to respect, was their album that just came up? I'm starting to respect Viva Las Vengeance a little bit more because at least it wasn't a completely soulless cash grab.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I've been saying. Like, it's mid as fuck, but it's not, like, horrendous.
Yeah.
But,
most of it, anyway.
Well, yeah, there's definitely horrendous moments on it. Yeah, I'm just like, it kind of pissed me off. But
yeah.
That was a thing. And yeah, that's pretty much all my week. All that really happened. How about you though? How was your week?
I don't know. I answered that first.
Yeah, I realized as I was saying that sentence, I'm like, did he start?
The way you just forgot how I, you know, went through my week first before you. That made me feel really bummerland.
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go search the green in town, and I'm going to find myself. And then we can get together in a big white bed later.
I'm gonna get the fucking Pitchfork kids to murder you.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of drama, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'd have Karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a fickle bitch. So.
Oh. Karma's a she now.
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
Has that actually been?
Uh-huh.
I've never heard Karma personified before. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, like I know there's like Father Time, Mother Nature, that kind of shit.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know Karma was.
Yeah, and then after the fucking Pitchfork kids are done with you, I'm gonna get Joe to bang you.
And then I'm gonna call the Karma police.
No.
What do you mean? Okay, Orchestra. That's the right album, is it not?
Okay, Human.
Oh yeah. You're right. My bad. But yeah. So yeah, we already did talk about Colin's Day. And
you fuck.
I have great memory.
Yeah.
Bummerland.
Here I am.
And yeah, other than that though, I just another update to the Kanye situation. Our Kanye corner correspondents are still on the loose, so we're just filling in for them right now.
Yeah, the Pitchfork kids are actually after them right now.
Yeah. They're coming for me after, but them first because obviously they deserve it.
Yeah, they're gonna break your face.
Yeah. Don't throw out my Legos. That's all I gotta say.
And that's my play, baby.
Yeah, that's my play. But anyways, yeah, a little Kanye update. The man's actually having consequences.
Woo, woo, woo. Let's go.
Great to hear. Kanye is kind of at that level where a lot of people at his level are a little untouchable and nothing ever fucking happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out all you gotta do is be openly, against. Yeah, you have to be openly against a group of people, and then
Adidas threw him out.
Yeah,
Skechers didn't want his ass.
Yeah,
so he went in there uninvited, and he was like, "Buy my Yeezys," and they were like, "Get the fuck out of here." Some agency dropped him.
Yeah, a lot of his streams have been going down too, significantly, more than even slavery was a choice type shit,
Yeah.
Or Make America Great Again shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude went from in 2006 maybe going, George Bush hates black people, to Black lives don't matter.
Yep.
And fuck Jewish people.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a soundbite of you saying
no. But yeah. Fuck. I had an
HAR pun.
I had an HAR joke for Kanye. What was it? I'm gonna play the world's smallest violin for Kanye.
That was really worth it.
I know.
That was really worth it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
yeah, fuck Kanye, dude.
Yes, once again, fuck you, Kanye West.
Fuck you, Kanye.
And but yeah, he's actually having consequences, which is a great thing.
Good to see.
And yeah, I don't know what to say at this point. He is off the chain.
Not in a good way.
Yeah, I was gonna say not in a good way. He is off his rocker, I think is the better way to put it.
Yeah.
And his meds. And he could use both of them right now.
Maybe a straight jacket.
Yeah. A straight jacket, some meds, and a rocker.
And a
I think
therapist.
we're all good. Yes. Definitely a therapist. But yeah. We already have another segment lined up, so do you want to...
Well, we got to do...
I know, I was going to say, do you want to jump into the monthly roundup? Roundup?
Yeah.
Cool. So Colin was a great co-host this week.
Yeah, I definitely prepared completely.
He's definitely not looking at HAR right now.
You know me, baby.
Yeah.
First album I listened to this month was Infest the Rat's Nest by King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. I haven't returned to it, but it's good. Very good, very metally, very fast. It's great. It's King Giz. They're all over the place, but they're always good at it. It's crazy. Love those fellas. My favorites were Planet B, Mars for the Rich, Perihelion maybe, Venusian 2, and Hell. And I probably give it a strong 7 to late 8. I don't know. I haven't returned to it, but it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The first thing I listened to on a similar quality was Charlie by Charlie Puth. Very similar albums. No, I mean, I was just kind of curious about this one because I kind of like some stuff on Charlie Puth's last album. Yeah. This is just very mid, annoying to very mid, but it's mostly whatever. I don't really care about it too much. I don't even fucking remember some of these songs. I think I kind of like some aspects of Charlie Be Quiet. I think I liked a couple things about When You're Sad, I'm Sad. And Light Switch, I think, still has a pretty decent hook. I think it's all right. But yeah, I mean, it's a Charlie Puth album. You're getting exactly what you think you're going to when you go into it, and I'd give it a decent 4.
Great.
Yeah.
Next thing I listened to was I Brought You My Bullets. You brought me your love, not your romance.
Oh shit.
Some fuck.
Yeah.
By My Chemical Romance is their first debut album.
I just realized that their album cover.
Holy
Here,
shit.
can you hold that up? It kind of reminds me of something.
Obviously.
It's actually kind of funny.
So fucking stupid. But yeah, haven't listened to this one again, but I still like it a lot. I like how raw it is. I like the screamy stuff. I like that they've always had that kind of fucking, that charisma to them. They just went crazy since the beginning. My favorites were Honey This Weird Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us, Skylines and Turnstiles, Demolition Lovers, Headfirst for Halos, and my least favorite was Lady of Sorrows, and I still give it a light 8.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Next thing I listened to, I think it was on the same day, was Coping Mechanism by Willow. My favorite coping mechanism of the year.
Fair.
No, just kidding. It's what? So you're kidding right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I just realized. Did I forget to put? Oh no, I have it there. Sorry, distractions. I really like this album. Willow's Coping Mechanism. I think it's a really good like alt rock album with like cool elements of like hard rock and like some metal shit, but also like R&B shit as well. It's a really interesting fusion, and her voice is really good on like a lot of this shit. My favorites are It's My Fault. Fantastic song. Fucking love that song so much. But I also shout outs to Split, Why, and Falling Endlessly. I haven't listened to this in a little bit, but I did listen to it a few times and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I probably will listen to it more as the year goes on. I just haven't as much time this month. But yeah, really good album. Definitely check it out if that sounds interesting to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one I listened to was Being Funny in a Foreign Language by the 1975. And as I mentioned last week, this thing has fucking grown on me like crazy since it first came out. And while I do think that they could do with some other topics other than love, being so in love, and looking for love, I think that they have a formula for it, and it works out pretty well for them. Your computer okay?
I don't know. I'm sure it's whatever.
I'm just gonna read my review here.
Okay.
Just cause, why not?
Damn, plagiarism of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah. I think it really scratches an itch that a vast majority of notes on a conditional form failed at. Well, I think, as I said, I think they could do with different source material and topics. They do have a good formula for it. I've been really enjoying this album, especially songs with like different feels, like About You and Part of the Band. But even like the original Recipe kind of 1975 sound, like Happiness and Looking for Somebody to Love, are really good as well. It's a really great really great return to form for the band, and I really enjoy it. But my favorites are Part of the Band, Oh Caroline, About You, Happiness, and the 1975. And my least favorite one was I'm in love with you, and I gave it a decent 8.
All right, sick. The next thing I listened to was and I'll provide my thoughts when I get to there.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't respond too much. Next thing I listened to was My Chemical Romance. I Brought You My Bullets. You Brought Me Your Love. And I haven't revisited this, and quite frankly, I haven't really had the desire to. I think it's fine.
Dumb whore. Sorry.
I think it's fine, but I'm also not as much into this sound as a lot of people are, and I totally get that.
What's the big idea?
Woody Allen, duh.
Would you say you'd like to be Woody Allen or be like Woody Allen?
Now I'm feeling just like Woody Allen. That's all I gotta say.
Is that your calling?
Finally, I'm right where I should be.
It's gonna be funny to two people.
Yeah.
And they're us.
Yes. I still think it's fine. I think the production is not really my thing. Or no, the production I think was actually fine for most of it. Like, it had a very like a band playing together feel. Like, it felt very much like live in a type of way. Like you can feel the energy. I wasn't huge on Gerard's vocals for a lot of this, and like I don't know, I wasn't a fan of a lot of like the tunes either. Nothing really was like, oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. But you know, it's all right. I see why people like it. Not really quite my thing. I'd give it like a really strong 5. So
it's okay to be wrong.
I guess so.
Next thing I listened to was also Coping Mechanism by Willow.
Mm-hmm.
Copied Mike there, but you know, when don't I?
Mm-hmm. She copied me too. It's
yeah,
okay.
I know, it's crazy. And you know, I also think this album's very good. Her vocals are very good, like very, you know, there's a very good variety in the things she can do with her voice. It's like crazy. You know, it's super energetic instrumentals. It's really good. You know, I had a good time with it, but it was over like that.
Yeah.
Because it's every song's super fucking short, and it's like, you know, it's great, but I wish some of it stayed around a little longer.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't have a ton to say about it because I haven't returned to it either.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I liked it. My favorites were Maybe It's My Fault, Falling Endlessly, No Control, and Split. I think I liked quite a bit, and I don't think I had any least favorites. I don't think I liked Perfectly Not Close to Me.
Is that the one with
Vest Tumor?
Yeah, Yevs.
Yevs.
I know how to say it. I just can't think of it right now. Yeah, no,
yeah. I didn't like that one as much.
Either.
And I give it a decent 7.
Cool. Yeah, the next thing I listened to for, you know, our artist analysis of My Chemical Romance. Go watch that. Spooky season.
Yeah.
You know. I listened to 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and unlike I Brought You My Bullets, I still haven't listened to this one again, but the desire is there. I probably will listen to this one again at some point, just because I could tell when listening to it, I'm like, there's probably... this feels more like Growers to me a little bit. But I liked it quite a bit. I think there's some really good stuff on here. Really solid hooks. And really, like, the vocals are much more fitting, a lot more energy. Basically, it improves on their last album, like, tenfold. It's really good stuff. If you want more of my thoughts, you can go watch that episode. But my favorites are still The Ghost of You, Helena, I'm Not Okay, I Promise. Cemetery Drive, I remember liking a lot too. Yeah, it's a pretty good album. I probably will listen to it more. Just no time at the moment, but it will appear again at some point.
Great.
Yeah.
It better.
Yeah.
Next one.
I give it like a decent 7. I forgot to say my score.
Great. Okay. Next one I listened to was The Car by Arctic Monkeys. This is a damn solid album. Having only listened to, you know, AM and Favorite Worst Nightmare, I really didn't know what I was going to get into with this one. You know, especially hearing mixed things on Tranquility Base.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I checked it out because everyone was hyping it up, and, you know, it fucking transported me to another time, bro. I said last week it was like, you know, a ball or a dance and a 50s dance, school dance thing. But when you said loungy, I was like, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Because it's loungy as fuck, and it's very, very good. I enjoy it a lot more than most people on Album of the Year, I think.
Yeah. Actually, on Album of the Year, I don't think it was that
like
bad.
A 69 or something.
Like Brad and
Fantano gave it a 3, which does not deserve a 3. It's very... Have you listened to it at all?
No, I've been meaning to. I have not yet, though. Yeah, it's at 69.
Yeah.
That's still not honestly too bad.
It's not too bad, but, you know. But yeah, the singing is super smooth. The instrumentals are very fit in really good, and the production is like, wow, it's very good. I do highly recommend this one, and I do have to check out Tranquility Base. Just if it's anything like this, I know I'll like it. But yeah, my favorites were There Better Be a Mirror Ball, Body Paint, The Car, Big Ideas was really good, and I didn't really dislike any. I'd give it a decent 8.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably will check that out at some point. I just haven't quite had the time. I really like, you played me like a little snippet, and I liked it a lot. So, yeah. Next thing I listened to was the 1975's Being Funny in a Foreign Language. And I still honestly feel the same on this one. I don't know what it is. I'm just not as into the stereotypical 1975 tracks on here. Some people are loving them. Some people are loving them that don't usually like those songs, and which is interesting to me. I'm not sure why. I've listened to this probably like 6 or 7 times now. Like, yeah, it's going. I don't know what it is for me. But yeah, I'm still not huge on a lot of that stuff. But that doesn't mean the album's bad. Like, I mean, those songs still sound fine to me. And there's like actually really cool experimentation that saves this project for me personally that I like a lot. So like I'm really into songs like Part of the Band, About You. I like Human too a lot, which a lot of people don't. Yeah. I don't get that one. Yeah, I don't get that one either. Fantano even said he liked Human too a lot. Yeah. I mean, he liked the album in general, but
what do you give it? I
think he gave it a 7.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. I like those, and All I Need to Hear I like quite a bit too. There's some good stuff on here. I'm just not huge on like a lot of things like Happiness, Looking for Somebody to Love, Oh Caroline, Wintering. I'm not really huge on at all either. I still like it, but it's just not as notable for me as some of their other stuff. But it's like still a light 7 for me. It felt positive. Good stuff, worthy of checking out in here. So yeah,
cool. Finally, I listened to. I've been ever since This Is Why I got dropped by Paramore. I've been like in a very Paramore mood, and I realized that I hadn't listened to the entirety of After Laughter before. I listened to like the fucking first half.
Huh.
So I finally did that this week, and it's really fucking good. I love her voice. I love the poppy feel of this album. And obvious bangers like Hard Times, Rose Colored Boy, Fake Happy, like shit's fucking great. And then even towards the end, it starts to get towards their like older stuff, and also into like some new like a newer feel. Like No Friend, it was like this weird, like it wasn't her singing, it was one of the other members, and it was kind of just like this really distorted, like kind of like reverby like singing. And it was kind of in the background,
like shoegazy.
Kind of, maybe. I
was gonna say that sounds a little like shoegaze the way you described that.
But like it was very interesting and it was very good. But having heard the first half of this album a million times, I love it. I think they're great, and I really can't wait for their next album. My favorites were Hard Times, Rose Colored Boy, Told You So, Fake Happy, Caught in the Middle, and Tell Me How. And I didn't really dislike any. I don't think I like Grudges as much, but the rest of the albums were really fucking good. Probably give it like a strong 8 to a light 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's another one that I will check out at some point. Just hasn't crossed. There's a lot of those. But yeah. Next thing I listened to, last one of the My Chemical Romance saga. I took a break when listen to the 1975. But their last album, or should I say most recent album, I'm crossing my fingers, My Chemical Romance, Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. And to be completely honest, the more I think about how this record sounds, the more I'm like, man, I don't think I'm going to revisit this anytime soon. I think I have more chances of revisiting their first album than this one.
Wow.
Me personally, I really do not like how a lot of these songs sounded. Wasn't really my thing. Once again, not calling them bad.
Finally, sorry, that was my last one, but we'll get to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, once again, not necessarily calling it bad, but it's not for me. I could see where the enjoyment is in here, but it's, yeah. I give it like a light 5, and you can listen to more of my thoughts in the episode again. But
yeah, and opinions like those are why you're not famous. Okay.
That's not even the name of the song. It's I'm Not Famous.
Yeah.
You have to like.
And then you just said it, so that worked out.
Damn. That was some long-term planning right
reverse
there.
Reverse
psychology.
I need to sober up. Yeah. Featuring Rivers Cuomo.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And then, All right, now finally the last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the new Backseat Lovers album, Waiting to Spill. I've only listened to it all the way through once so far, so I don't have like solid thoughts on it, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's very good. I think it's a good evolution of their sound, while not being like extremely derivative of it. But there is still a lot of good stuff that sounds like their old stuff, and I like it a lot. Like I said, can't give you full thoughts because I haven't, really given a good, headphone listen. But it's very good, and I really enjoy it. And my favorites were Viciously Lonely, Close Your Eyes, Silhouette, Growing/Dying, and Know Your Name. I don't really think I disliked any of them so far, but right now I'll probably give it like a strong 7, maybe a light 8. Just
cool.
Off of first listen.
Cool. Yeah, I will get to that in a sec. First, that's the last of yours, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try and speed run these until we get there. Next thing I listened to was Carly Rae Jepsen's "Emotion," as I mentioned earlier this episode. And yeah, this thing is a fucking bop from start to finish. I really love a lot of the shit on here. I've listened. This is slightly cheating from a monthly roundup because I have listened to this all the way through before, but I've never tisk. I never thoroughly gave it thought. I feel like I don't know. I never really processed how I feel about it. But I listened to it 3 or 4 times this week, and it was really good. I was thinking of giving it a light 8, and then I was going through the songs. I was like, oh yeah, I like the chorus on this. Oh yeah, I really like the chorus on. Oh yeah, and I literally I went through every song. I was like, oh shit, all these have really fucking good choruses. It's kind of one that grows on you a lot. I do think it gets slightly overrated by some people. Some people saying it's the best pop album of the last few years or the last decade. I wouldn't go that far, but it is really good shit, and I like quite a lot of it. My favorites on here are "Run Away with Me," fucking insanely good song. "Emotion" is great. "Boy Problems" is awesome. And "Making the Most of the Night," love that one a lot too. Wasn't all that huge on "Warm Blood," but it may grow on me. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and then I also listened to "The Loneliest Time" by Carly Rae Jepsen, and I think I forgot to say I give "Emotion" a strong 8. Really good album. "Loneliest Time," there's some really good stuff on here too. It's kind of got a similar vibe to "Emotion," but it's a little more subdued, I guess. But it also is not really as interesting. I don't remember a lot of these songs, to be completely honest with you, and I've listened to it 3 times or so. But there's really good stuff on here. I mean, the big thing right now is "The Loneliest Time." That's a fantastic song. That's definitely the best song on here. But I like the opener a lot, "Surrender My Heart." I think I like "Talking to Yourself" quite a bit, and "Western Wind" is also pretty good. Was not huge on "Beach House" or "Shooting Star." They felt really out of place. Beach House is I don't know. It's a weird I don't even know how to describe it. What did Fantano described it really well, and I don't remember what he said now. God damn it. Okay, if it comes to me, I'll maybe bring it up again. But yeah, it's good, but wasn't huge on a lot of it, but good stuff on it. I'd give it a light 7.
I started listening to it. I only got through the first song. I was like, I'm not feeling this.
That's fair. It's really bubblegummy pop type stuff. So
but I did check out "The Loneliest Time" just because that sounds huge on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
And I can't get enough of just that one part.
Yeah.
And that song's a fucking banger.
Yeah, no, that song is a banger. It's really good.
And the fucking feature on there, beautiful voice, dude.
Yeah, no, he's
got a
great.
Voice.
I was trying to look into. I think he does a lot of musical theater. I think that's what he's big for. So
yeah,
it's probably good.
Song.
He has. Yeah, really good song. Yeah, and the last thing I listened to was also the Backseat Lovers album, "Waiting to Spill." I've given this once again probably 3 or 4 listens or so over the last 24 hours ish. And yeah, I mean, this album is really unique. There's a lot of things I like about it, but I'm still processing a lot of my feelings, so I also won't go too into depth on a lot of stuff. but it's a lot more intimate than their last album. It feels like a fall album. Like, I mean, the cover is very much a fall album cover. But it feels like that. It's really soft and serene for a lot of it. The mixing has the vocals really low and stuff. It's really interesting how they produced a lot of it. But like the songs have great progressions to them. Like they all kind of like grow into something, and it's always something different, and it sounds great. Listening to it with headphones last night was wonderful. Like it's produced really well. Mm-hmm. It's just. It almost feels rougher than their last album, but in a way that's like intentional. It's a really cool mix of stuff that they're doing. I don't know, but I liked it quite a bit, and I just have to see how I feel about like the songs. I have to see how the songs themselves sit with me, because I love the vocals of the lead singer, and I love a lot of the production, like I was talking about. But I just have to see what the songs themselves, how they sit with me, because like some of them I remember even when just looking at them right now. But I really liked Silhouettes, the opener. I really liked Close Your Eyes. I liked Slowing Down a lot, I believe it was, and also Follow the Sound. I think I liked those all quite a bit. Viciously Lonely I liked as well. It's all pretty good stuff. I wouldn't say I dislike anything in particular on here. I have to see how I fully process it, but like right now I'm feeling like a strong 8-ish. Like it's really interesting stuff that I enjoy listening to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking. I started the album on the way to class this morning, and like the way Silhouette ends, where it's just like it gets super distorted, and there's a truck passing.
Yeah, no,
what the fuck?
That's one of the coolest parts of the album.
So
I was like,
cool.
Whoa, like what? Like that was cool in headphones, but then I listened to that again in my car, and that it sounded really good in there too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like I was going down a street where there's a lot of cars passing, so I was like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good album. I definitely go check it out. I mean, it's Backseat Love was just really strange to me, because I feel like I haven't heard anyone like in the online space talk about it, but yet I know a lot of my friends who are like into indie music know about this album, or not about this album, but know about them or like a few of their songs. I'm like, it's weird, because even on Album of the Year, like it has like 11 ratings right now. Yeah. It's like they're not like super well known. I'm not sure if it's like a Midwest thing. I don't fucking know.
Maybe.
But
are they British though?
Are they British? I have no idea.
Well, that's in the first album.
Right, this song's called Dugout. Yeah.
Boo House. Boo House.
Boo House. Let's see. Well, they're touring in Austin, Texas.
Are the Backseat Lovers canceled?
Was that an actual thing?
Yeah. Enter.
Enter. Yep. Cool. Who are you? Do you not have an about section?
Maybe it's the welcome.
Okay, that looks like a very British beach. It's all rocks.
Yeah.
The welcome. Let's see.
No, that's just.
No, it's this.
Okay.
Do you have a Wikipedia? Instagram, Spotify.
Just look up our Backseat.
From, is that Utah?
Oh.
I think that's Utah.
It's Sandy, Utah.
Sandy, Utah?
Unless it's like.
I can't think of what else UT would be. Yeah, they're from Utah.
Weird.
Yeah. I think he may just have like a weird accent or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Utah-ian accent.
This song's called Dugout. Pull us. Yeah. But really good album. Check that out if you're looking for a fall album.
For sure.
Yeah.
Check that shit out.
Yes.
But
sir.
Music news.
News.
Are you done with
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good.
I would have had another one if Matt Watson's album would have dropped like it was supposed to, but the streaming services were like and didn't let him drop it.
I almost feel like I know what happened there, especially if he's distributing through what a lot of people distribute through, DistroKid. It's because you need to have it uploaded like a week before it gets dropped, or like something like that, or else you don't get all the benefits and shit like that.
That makes sense.
So
okay.
I'm guessing that's probably what happened. He like went to upload. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't release until the 7th now of November, but he did, compensate us with a single that's very good, called Star Stud. It's great. We were talking about it yesterday when I was telling him about Matt Watson's album getting delayed, but you brought up Naked Jakey's album.
Oh, yes.
And then, like, I got back to my apartment, I was looking through Twitter, and I saw Naked Jakey posted, and it was the album cover for Rom-Com, and it's coming out in November on the 17th, maybe, I think, maybe the 11th.
Mm.
Let me see here. I'll look it up right now.
A lot of YouTuber music coming out, because Matt Watson, Naked Jakey, and then also Quadeca is coming out. Rhett's coming out with something?
James and the Shame came out this week.
Oh, that's what you're saying. I was just saying that's upcoming. But
18th.
yeah, that's true. I mean, he wasn't all that long ago. Was that this month or previous month? Because it would have been in my monthly roundup otherwise.
Yeah. But that might be a category for us, best YouTube album.
That's actually true. That could be that.
Yeah. But yeah, it comes out on the 18th. Very excited for that because it was supposed to come out on February 14th.
Yeah.
Or at least that's when it was expected to come out.
Yeah.
But, very excited for that. It's got 8 songs. Very good. Very excited for Matt's album, too.
Mm-hmm. And then Joji as well. I mean, I guess Joji can almost fall into that as well. That's funny.
And then the Melodic Blue by Baby Keem got a deluxe edition with, 6 or 7 new tracks, I think. No new Kendrick features, which I was a little upset to see. And I haven't listened to it yet, but my younger brother, who absolutely loves that album, so they were pretty good, but they don't really compare to the originals.
Okay.
But yeah, that happened. And then that album finally got a vinyl, which it didn't have before.
Melodic Blue?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think there's any other music news, unless you got something for us.
I don't think so. I think that's the end of my stuff.
All right.
Yeah, how we...
Woo!
All right. We're gonna try and do this a little quick, I guess. I don't know how long this will take because there's some repeats in here.
Yeah.
But
I don't have work in the morning, so
we'll see. But
I didn't see the
yeah. We have a little fun Halloween.
Another little tier list.
Have a little fun Halloween tier list, kind of similar to our candy one we did last week or the week before.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that. And when we realized, this would have been a good Halloween episode.
Would have been.
That's what we do when we impromptu do stuff.
Yeah, and that's.
You started your sentence. You gotta finish something now.
Hold on. I'm trying to find a good one.
And that's. And
that's why I'm whatever. I can't think of one.
Colin has beats.
I'm
Colin
thirsty.
Beats himself.
That's why I'm thirsty.
That's why you're thirsty.
Thirsty Thursday. Oh no! No. Not Woody Allen.
Not Woody Allen.
I don't know how that happened. Jesus.
I hate when that happens.
All right. Anyway, we have a tier list
man.
of fears that we're gonna do. It's a little goofy. Got little drawings for every single one.
You can't see them.
You can't. But maybe Mike will remember to put in a screenshot this time.
Maybe.
But it goes from the top, which is "Come pick me up, mom. I'm scared." To has a tendency to scare me, to sometimes scares me, to extremely situational, to not scary at all, which is just a little face. It's a little
bop, bop, bop face,
a little dash face.
Little dash face, yeah. Sounds like an insult.
You're a little dash face,
asshole.
Fuck you. This is my calling, Mike.
Yeah, what's the big idea? All right.
I already said that one.
Shut up. All right.
This is turning out to be a disaster. Part 2. All right.
The disaster.
First one, spiders. How do you feel about spiders?
Spiders don't really scare me as much as they scare other people.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because we live in Illinois. Nothing here is going to kill me that's a spider. But
there's brown recluses and black widows, probably.
I don't care.
I don't give a
Never
fuck.
seen them. They don't exist.
I invite it.
I would say extremely situational for me personally. I don't really care much about spiders as much as other people do.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this a little earlier in the week, I think. But spiders, they creep me out a little bit. I don't like how spindly they are. I don't like how fast they are. But they're mostly here to eat the bugs.
Yeah.
So I'd say pretty situational as well.
Extremely situational.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Trypophobia. Trypophobia is
fear of small holes.
Yeah, all those little holes. So they may not like my wall, honestly. Got some little holes in there. But trypophobia does absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah, me either.
Cool. We're putting him in the little meth face.
Little dash face. Dogs, nothing.
Dogs. Well, if a dog is acting scary towards me.
Well, yeah. I used to be very afraid of dogs when I was younger.
Yeah, I mean, a big dog that's like doesn't like you, that's just terrifying.
No,
they
yeah,
will
that's
fucking
true.
kill you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, normally dogs are fine, but
sometimes or extremely.
For me, I feel like it sometimes scares me.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably put it in extremely situational or sometimes.
Okay.
But like when I was younger, dude, fucking come pick me up, mom. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I had this super nice.
It was just way too much for you.
I know. I had this really sweet black lab named Chance when I was younger, and he was. I used to be best friends with him. But when it came to any other fucking dog, get me the fuck out of there, dude. Get me the fuck out of there, dog. One of the people in my neighborhood that my older brother was friends with had his family had 2 corgis, and I was like maybe 4 or 5, and they were chasing me, and I was like, no, and like little fucking corgis.
I was gonna say that's hilarious.
I know, and I fucking fell on my face because I was running away from them. But I grew out of that, and they don't scare me most of the time. So unless they're big angry.
All right, bring in the corgis.
No! I wish.
Yeah.
Fuck, that'd be awesome.
Did your black lab Chance move to Chicago and grow up to become Chance the Rapper?
No, we had to get rid of him because my mom got allergic to him when she was pregnant with my brother.
That doesn't rule out that he may have moved to Chicago and become Chance the Rapper.
You know what? You're right.
You have no idea. Maybe someone incarnated him to a human or something. Yeah.
Kind of glad we got rid of him if he released The Big Day.
That's
Jesus.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, sometimes
scares me is we're putting dogs.
All right, house cats, nothing.
House cats is like.
They can be a little feisty.
I'd say extremely situational, just because like if there is a bitchy cat, I mean like.
All you gotta do is stay the fuck away from them.
True, but like I don't know, like a house cat probably won't attack you.
Yeah, unless they're like
unprovoked,
fucking pissy for no reason, because cats get that way.
I feel like that's why I would maybe argue for the extremely situational, because they can be pissy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean I don't like an angry cat.
Yeah.
So I guess extremely situational.
Extremely situational. Cool.
All
right. Bees/wasps. If my neighbor was here, he would put this in. Come pick me up, mom. I'm scared. He gets fucking hilarious when we're swimming in the pool and there's a bee near him. No! Pretty much, yeah.
Bees and wasps that scares the fuck out of me. I don't want to.
Yeah, wasps are not.
Those are fucking assholes that need to go extinct because there's no reason for them to be alive.
I feel like bees and wasps should be separated.
Yeah, but bees like fuck. All you gotta do is not fuck with them and they won't sting you.
Yeah.
Like just and they die if they sting you. So it's like wasps.
It's a suicide bomb.
Yeah, fuck wasps. But bees and wasps together, I don't know. I'd say situational or sometimes.
I think I would put it in the sometimes because I think they kind of even out for me. Yeah, wasps are not fun.
All right,
little yeah.
Sharks.
If
we're talking about Shark Tank, those fuckers scare the fuck out.
Yeah.
But real sharks,
yeah.
Yeah. I've never been in an ocean.
Believe it or not, as we said, we're from Illinois,
yeah.
and we don't have much experience with real sharks.
I've seen a shark behind glass.
Yeah, I probably have too at some point.
But, sharks, like, I've never seen Jaws, but I imagine if I watched Jaws, I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah. I feel like if I were in, like, deep ocean or some shit, it would probably get to me a little bit.
Deep ocean is what I'm terrified of.
Gotcha. So that's a whole other fucking...
That's a whole other thing.
Are sharks part of the equation of your deep ocean
Not
fear?
really. It's more just I can't swim very well,
okay.
And I can't see the bottom, so I'd rather just fucking kill myself.
Colin gets in deep ocean, he just he pencils.
Yeah.
He just,
no drama.
Yeah.
Because, that would make me fucking weak, dude.
Yeah. I'm not crazy.
Yeah. I would never have another birthday party either.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. So, I'd probably put it in the bottom or maybe extremely situational.
I think I'd put extremely situational just because if I were in, like, fucking rural Florida.
Rural Florida?
Rural Florida that's on the coast.
Yeah, okay.
It was swimming. Actually, I'd probably be more scared of the alligators at that point. But, yeah, I'd still put extremely situational if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'd teeter. Fire. Fire's pretty fucking scary.
Fire is a little scary.
Burning alive sounds awful.
Yeah.
Would not be a fan of that one.
Yeah. I'd be a little like, hey, this isn't cool.
Like, I'm very warm right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of... It has a tendency to scare me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like getting near it, really. If there's a bonfire, I'll sit next to it, but, I'm always scared of getting a little too close because I don't want to get burned. And
yeah.
Have you ever burnt your finger on a firework or anything?
One time when I was at Little Caesars, one of the pans just very freshly came out of the oven, and I did not know that, and I went to pick it up for something, and, like, the second I touched it, I was like, whoa! Like, it would, like, no, sometimes, like, when things are hot, like, it takes a second for your, like, hand to process. Instant. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, that's happened.
Yeah. No, like, when
Actually, I think I have a burned scar somewhere on my arm, too.
Oh.
I don't know where. That was from another thing where I also burned myself on a grill. But
I was, it was like 4th of July one year, and I wanted to light a firework, but they only had they didn't have any long lighters, they just had the little flicky ones, classic flicky ones, and I was scared of lighting those because I didn't want to burn myself, and then I got down, lit it, and then the sparks hit my thumb, and it really burnt.
That's kind of scary. Yeah.
I don't like fire, so it has a tendency to scare me.
I would put fire there too. I mean, even just like a house fire or something like that, like shit. Like, I mean, in here, I don't even fucking know what. I guess I'd have to try and go out this window, but I mean, everything just getting burnt up and losing everything. Mm-hmm. That's scary.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
It's a little scary. So I'd say it has a tendency to scare me.
Awesome. Clowns, they don't scare me at all.
Yeah, I've never got really the clown fear. I mean, sometimes they're a little creepy, I guess, but like...
I mean, back in 2016, they were a little creepy because it was like, they're gonna murder us.
The clowns are everywhere.
Yeah, that was a little stupid, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, clowns, fuck them.
I'd put it in the lowest tier, personally.
Pennywise... If Pennywise are real, fine.
I'd be a little scared of Pennywise. On a scale from Pennywise to 9/11, I'd probably put him at about a Pennywise.
Yeah. I'd put AJR at 9/11.
A little closer to the 9/11, yeah.
Because I shit myself as we went through.
Yes, yeah.
But
still haven't cleaned that up. But,
yeah. Next up forever, we got gore, blood, and other bodily fluids. Other bodily fluids, like piss and stuff, I don't...
Pissing the shit in your pants? Yeah.
Piss and cum.
Yeah. Piss and cum have you?
Piss, cum, and sweat. Those don't scare me, but I don't like gore or blood. Like, I'll watch a movie and it doesn't bother me, but if it's in real life, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Don't like blood, like, at all.
Really?
It doesn't make me queasy or anything. It's just, like, I don't like seeing it.
Yeah. My other neighbor, same family, but he's really bad with like blood in real life, so I understand that. He does get queasy and like passes out and shit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for me personally, like I'm not sure if I'm just desensitized for some reason or what, but like I feel like I'm kind of in the sometimes scares me on gore, blood, and other bodily
if it's on
fluids.
Myself, like if I cut my finger or something, like it's not gonna do anything. Maybe like fuck, but like I don't get like. Ooh.
What if your finger got chopped off?
See that I wouldn't like very much.
Yeah.
that would scare me probably like halfway between Pennywise and 9/11.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think is halfway between Pennywise and 9/11?
Sometimes scares me. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably put gore and blood somewhere between sometimes scares me and has a tendency to scare me. Where would you put it?
I would probably put it in the sometimes scares me.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool with that?
All right. Past/future.
Past/future.
The past doesn't scare me.
Holy shit. Hold on. My friend is going through some stuff right now, and I'm going to mute this temporarily because otherwise I'm going to want to look at this. How do I do that? It's here, and then I'll just do for an hour. Okay.
Nice way to distract us.
Sorry.
No,
past and future.
Past, not scary.
Yeah, I'm not really scared of the past. As much as I'm
regret,
sad about it.
Yeah, I regret some of the stuff I've done in the past.
Future, though.
The future, though, that...
I'm scared for this next month. Like...
Yeah,
low key, that has a tendency to scare me.
Yeah, no, I have a constant fear of what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it has a tendency to scare me.
Yeah.
Or come pick me up, Mom, honestly.
Yeah.
The future scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah. You know what? I can settle with a come pick me up, Mom.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what we all want for our future.
The past, whatever. The future, though?
Yeah. Future is a little,
All right, existential dread. Come pick me up, Mom.
Yep, that's another one.
I got that every day.
Me too.
Heights. How do you feel about heights?
It depends on my situation.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in a place where I know I'm safe, like, I don't know, like, for example, in the fucking Sears Tower where they have the glass floor or whatever, like, I could probably do that because I know I'm not going to fucking die because that shit is, like, tested, whatever. Same thing with, like, roller coaster type stuff. I mean, they're a little spooky, but I'm not really scared of the heights. I don't know. But if I know I'm in a safe place, heights don't really bother me. But if I were somewhere where things are a little, not secure, and there's heights that are a factor, that would scare me.
Yeah. No, I kind of feel the same way. If I'm safe, then it's fine. Like, I'll be all right. But, if I'm, like, on something that feels a little weird, or, like, if I look down at the wrong time, and I kind of just, like on a taller building, or, like, from a fucking... even like the parking garage, like I'll look down and go, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. I'm scared of falling, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna fall. So know, it's very situational.
Yeah. I think extremely situational is good with me there too. Like, they don't typically scare me like I think they scare other people. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Divine punishment. Fuck God.
Damn.
Come get me, motherfucker.
Damn, that's the scariest thing you're gonna hear all night.
Fuck it.
God took away your ability to speak.
Are you scared of God?
No. Even when I was raised, religious, like, we weren't raised in one of those churches that's like, you're going to hell! Repent for your sins! That kind of shit. I wasn't raised with the fear of God in me. And that's why I'm agnostic now. But, no, divine punishment doesn't scare me, like, at all. So
yeah.
I'm guessing you're cool putting it in
yeah,
the
no,
lowest.
fuck that guy.
Yeah. What do you got to say about God?
I'm ready to...
I'm ready.
I think it's... I'm ready to... Hold on. I'm ready to see the trick that comes with the karma of telling God to go fuck himself.
After all, we are just ordinary-ish people.
Yeah.
We don't know God, so...
Yeah. I won't say anything more about God. I won't.
Cool. I'm glad we had this talk.
I haven't listened to that song, but...
Oh, I forgot that is a song called I Won't. Yeah, cool.
All right, claustrophobia.
I'm
not super afraid of it.
I'm not super afraid of it either. I'm trying to... There was a time somewhat recently where, like, I kind of had it. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Listening to the 30th on your drive?
May have been. I don't know. Like, I don't really, like, I definitely don't have, like, could be diagnosed with claustrophobia. I remember there was something I was in recently where, like, I felt it a little bit, but, like, I don't know. It doesn't really impact me on a daily basis or anything. So
No.
For me, I'd put extremely situational. But what are you feeling?
I'd probably put it at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm cool with putting it at the bottom because I
Okay.
think it was like literally a one-time thing where I'm like, whoa, that's what that feels like.
Yeah, I've never felt claustrophobic, so you know.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Snakes for me is come pick me up, mom. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not really scared of snakes.
When I was younger, little young me went to go see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in theaters for my birthday. And we saw it in 3D.
Oh, you saw Nagini get her little head chopped off.
Yes, there was that. Actually, no, I closed my eyes during that part
Oh.
because in the book, like, it's like they cut off the head and the head like went like spiraling across the castle. I was like,
Is it when
when what happens? Mm-hmm. You gonna spoil a fucking
the book is over
11-year-old?
10 years old, and everybody knows it at this point. Snape dies. Yeah, to Nagini, and she's like,
it was that. Yeah, seeing that when I was 10, I think I would have been turning 10 because I think that was 2011 when that first movie or the second movie came out. Yeah, seeing that somewhat just sparked this inner fear of snakes in me, and now the way I feel about snakes is kind of the way a lot of people treat spiders. Is like, I don't like the way they move. I don't like how they don't have any limbs, yet they can, like that shit's fucking weird. I don't like that. Like an eel is different because it's in the water. It feels like it's swimming. A snake is just how does it do that?
Probably watch a couple videos on how they do it.
I know. But like now, even like when I see snakes in videos and shit, I'm just like, oh no, it's not a great feeling for me.
Okay, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I became real indie. Yeah.
But no, snakes don't really scare me. Like, I don't like the idea of snakes. But I haven't come across like a dangerous snake. Like, I've never been next to a rattlesnake or a python or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, rattlesnakes, they scare me a little bit. But it's not come pick me up, mom, for me.
That's okay. Where do you honestly feel?
I'd probably put it extremely situational, but if you want to put it at come pick me up, mom, I'm scared, you can put it there because it's one of your biggest fears. So
well, because this is a group list, I think I may put it in has a tendency to scare me, so it's leaning a little bit towards me since I think I'm a little more passionate about it than you are. But just so it's reflecting both of our thoughts in some sort of way, I'll put it fire and snakes are together.
all right.
Yeah, I'm literally at the point where even if someone has like a pet snake and they're like, nah, hold him, like, nah, nah, nope.
Yeah, I'd probably be a little hesitant to hold a snake, but at the same time, it's like if it's one of those little garden snakes, then sure.
I just straight up would not. Yeah.
The dark. Dark doesn't really scare me. If I'm watching something spooky, then maybe I'll be like, ooh.
What's in the corner?
Ooh.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's
Jack
like
from AJR.
But otherwise, I like the dark. I like sitting in the dark. I like listening to music in the dark. I like the dark.
Yeah. I like the dark too. I think a lot of people get a little more scared of it than I do.
Yeah. Only if you're a little baby, like AJR fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking grow up.
Yeah. Throw out your Legos.
Yeah.
Go have 100 bad days. And then come back and talk to us.
Get past your first birthday party.
Yeah.
And then come talk to us.
All right.
Yeah. I think I would put it in like extremely situational because I think there's probably sometimes I'm like, I don't like that I can't see everything right now.
Yeah.
Like sometimes.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I actually maybe I'd put it in the bottom tier too. It's
Yeah.
somewhere in like the middle for me.
I feel like it would really have to depend. Like if like you know, if I'm like in a if I'm in like a perceivably already spooky place and everything's pitch black, then yeah, I'll be scared. But like if I can control whether it's dark or light, then it doesn't bother me at all. So I don't know. I'd probably put it at the bottom too. If you want to do extreme situational.
I'm cool doing the bottom. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Crowds in public. Come pick me up, Mom.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like crowds.
Dang, like just like straight up.
Well, it really depends, I feel, because like at a concert it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I like concerts a lot. I like being in the pit, which is a lot of crowds, you know. But being in public, I don't love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I'm not. I don't think I'm quite in the come pick me up, mom. I'm scared.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes.
You're thinking sometimes
it
scares you? I think that's kind of where I would go too. Like, I don't like being in a big group of people, unless it's a concert situation or something of that sort. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I just don't like people.
That's fair.
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay. Sometimes it scares us. Crowds in public.
Murderers, muggers, and sexual assaulters.
Yeah, and Rex Orange Countyers.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't say that. Sorry. Yeah.
That one scares me a lot.
Yeah, being murdered doesn't sound fun.
No. Yeah, no.
Like, or mugged, honestly.
No.
It's basically the same thing.
Neither of them sound very good.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have like an irrational fear that somebody's going to fucking kill me. Especially, like, working at a gas station, going out to movies and shit, especially in the climate we live in with fucking mass shootings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It scares the fuck out of me. But at the same time, I'm like, it probably won't happen.
Yeah, statistics are on my side.
You know, it has a tendency to scare me.
Yeah, I would probably put that there too. Like, it's kind of one of those things where, like, I don't really think about it, but then, like, randomly during my day, I'll be like, what if that happened?
Yeah,
like,
what if somebody fucking stabs me?
I'm just like, well, I'm fucking dead. I'm too much of a bitch for this.
Yeah, I like to think that maybe I can fend for myself, but at the same time, like, dude, I'm a wimp.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I think has a tendency to scare me. It feels good for me as well.
That's fair.
Cool. All right, loneliness.
Even though I said that I don't like people, I don't like being alone even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
The you know, one of my biggest fears is, you know, like dying alone, being alone my whole life. I don't like that. I like having alone time, but like being alone, you know, just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't like it very much. It has a tendency to scare me.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of there too. Like, I definitely am introverted and I like doing stuff on my own, but like there's definitely an extent to that. I don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
I just like being left alone, you know?
Right.
You know? There's a difference.
Yeah. No, there is.
Yeah, I think has a tendency to scare me. Makes sense for me as well there.
All right.
Okie dokie.
All right. Germs and bacteria.
Yeah.
The germs themselves don't scare me at all. I'm not a germaphobe, really. Like, I like being clean.
I like germa.
Yeah. I was just watching a compilation yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not a germaphobe.
Yeah, they don't scare me really at all. Like, if it's a sickness, then yeah, that kind of scares me. But
yeah, I'd say like when COVID was at the peak and there were no vaccines and shit, that was scary just based on like my parents were at high risk. I mean, I guess they technically still are, but like they're vaccinated and shit now, so a lot better.
Yeah.
But like on a typical non-COVID-19 basis, like early COVID-19, I'm not really that scared of germs or bacteria. Like, you know, just fuck it, make me stronger. You know, whatever that fucking shit's called.
Yeah, whatever. Herd immunity.
So, yeah, that, and also I remember we learned in psychology, or was it psychology? I don't know. I learned somewhere, you know, like kids playing in the dirt and shit like that. Like, low key, it's kind of good for them because they'll get sick from there and they'll pick up all like the fucking shit that's in the dirt.
Yeah. No, I was just
and then they become like fucking, you know, superheroes.
Yeah. But you're just talking about this in biology today, like, you know.
Maybe that's right. Maybe it was biology when I took that.
Like, it's good for them to get a little dirty and gross because they're building up their immune system.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can still clean stuff off because they're gross.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't really scare me.
Yeah, I'd say, like, extremely situational.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool.
All right. What's the next
we
one?
got a few more here.
All right. Death Itself seems to be the next new one.
I think so. Yeah, this is a little weird list here. Death Itself.
That's the scariest thing.
I agree. Come pick me up, Mom. I'm very
scared. Death scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It kind of goes hand in hand with the future existential dread and itself. Because, you know, you start thinking about the future. Then you get that existential dread. And then you start thinking about death. and yourself dying, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the scariest thing. And
Yeah, I don't like that I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
it's a spooky thing. Yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Not my favorite at all.
Come pick me up, please.
Come pick me up, Mom.
All
Cockroaches.
Right. Cockroaches, fuck them. I've never seen a cockroach in real life.
Yeah, I think I have, but like they don't creep me out like they do for I don't really get creeped up by little creepy crawly buggies. I mean, same thing with spiders for me. Like, I don't really care. I think just the fact that they have legs and it's not a snake, you know, like,
yeah,
I'm like, oh, legs, that's how they move.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Back in the olden days with Super Mega, Matt was very scared of cockroaches, and he would talk about seeing them all the time. I guess it's a big thing in LA. But like he hated cockroaches, and then for a video, he was like, Ryan was making him like a dinner with a bunch of different stuff, and he made cockroach sushi.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Matt ate that and was screaming while he ate it. But yeah, cockroaches don't really scare me at all.
Yeah, me neither. Have you ever seen Charlie Moist Critical versus the Cockroach?
I don't think so.
That's a must watch. That was one of the first things I seen from him. It was like live on stream, like a cockroach was just like on the wall or whatever.
Oh wait, is that his like when he's screaming and shit?
Basically, like he was just like, watching this video. Like he literally goes like that and runs out of the room. He's like, yeah, my primal instincts scared off. They kicked into hyperdrive.
That's great.
That's one of my favorite clips. Needles.
Needles. They used to scare me a lot. Now
Yeah.
I just kind of like look away and I get a shot.
Honestly, I don't know what it is. Needles never really scared me all that much. Like,
that's nice. I used to have to be held down at the doctor's.
Oh, okay.
I remember vividly one time. I might have been like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to get a shot. I had to get my fucking vaccines, and like I had like 3 people kind of just holding me down while they were like, you gotta chill the fuck out. And I was like, no!
Yeah.
So, yeah, they used to scare the fuck out of me, but now I'm like, they hurt, but I'm not gonna look at it, so, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've always just kind of had the mindset of, like, if everyone does this, then I can just suck it up. It is what it is. Like, I'm as strong as everyone else, you know?
I'm a real boy.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, to me, they're like bottom tier, but I'm cool. What do you
now,
feel?
Yeah, now I'm at bottom tier. When I was younger, it would have been come pick me up.
Yeah.
But like now, like completely.
They don't scare me like at all. I don't know.
That's fair.
It's a weird thing. Yeah.
And finally, we have Gregory.
Gregory, spelled really weirdly. It's just a little smiley face.
I'm guessing it's whoever made this.
Maybe. I don't know. Does this have like a... sorry, the very first thing said Among Us.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it... Is this an Among Us tier list? What is this? What the fuck?
I don't know.
No, this was made by Planetara, but maybe their name is Gregory. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. He scares the fuck out of me though.
Yeah, that's.
I needed my mom.
I mean,
to pick me up.
He has 4 fingers. Which is
and a really big hand. It's like a fucking baseball mitt for a hand.
That shit would crush me.
He's got a very friendly smile, but that hand scares the fuck out of me.
It makes that friendly smile turn into like malicious intent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely come pick me up on Scared.
No, for sure.
Gonna put that at the front actually because that's definitely worse than everything else there.
Yeah, no, that's awful. But that's it.
That is it.
Nice little fun fears tier list.
Yeah,
from top to bottom. Yeah, we got Gregory, Past, Future, Existential Dread, Death Itself, and then in Has Tendency to Scare Me we have.
Oh shit. We have Fire, Snakes, Murders, Muggers, Sexual Assaulters, and Loneliness. And
then Sometimes Scares Me, we have Dogs, Bees/Wasps, Gore, Blood, and Other Bodily Fluids in Crowd/Public.
And then Extremely Situational, we got Spiders, House Cats, Sharks, Heights, and Germs/Bacteria. And then in Not Scary at All, Dash Face, Little Face there, we got Trypophobia, Clowns, Divine Punishment, Claustrophobia, The Dark, Cockroaches, and Needles. Yeah, we agreed pretty heavily on that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm just sending it to myself.
I hate this tier list.
Oh yeah.
How fucking dare you put?
We had a whole discussion on how much they did not like this tier list. Our last one. All right.
You want to get into the song of the week?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's another thing
Close
we gotta
out
do.
this spooky episode.
Okay, not too long. Not too long.
Not too bad.
We paced ourselves well with this tier list, and we agreed pretty. For a lot of it, we got the same fears.
Is it you this week or me this week?
It is me this week.
Okay.
This week, I was listening to a lot of Carly Rae Jepsen, and I was liking a lot of it. So I'm going with Charlie Puth. No.
Light switch.
I was liking a lot of it, but like I've always loved the song "Run Away with Me." It's just when I don't agree with people say "Emotion" is one of the best pop, albums of the last decade. I do agree "Run Away with Me" is one of the best pop songs like I've heard of this decade. It's just really fucking good. So, yeah. Run Away with Me. Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hell yeah.
All right. Run Away with Me, Carly Rae Jepsen. What'd you think of that?
That was bop. I like the boop, boop.
Yeah.
I like that little part.
Yeah.
Her singing's great. It's not usually my kind of thing, but it's a bop. I like it. Good song.
That. Yeah, I think a lot of her stuff is kind of like multiple listens, and it's like, oh yeah, I do really like this. At least that's how it's been for me. This song, I don't think I was like immediate. I think I tend to get a little like when people are like, oh, this is one of the best things of the decade. I'm like, prove it, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think it's a really good song. I'm not saying you didn't think that, but I've loved this song for a while. Really good shit. It's fun, boppy, catchy as hell. My hat's about to fall down because I'm playing with the thing too much.
It's an interesting way to start an album. It feels kind of like end of album.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's very anthemic, especially the ending of it. It does kind of feel like an album closer, doesn't it? But yeah, really good track. I did want to test you on one thing though, a little bit. The part in like the little pre-chorus, like you make me feel like I could be holding you all night. Does that remind you of anything by any chance? It's okay if it doesn't. I'm giving a little bit of trivia.
It feels like it, but I can't.
Yeah, the little all night. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar.
I used that a little bit as inspiration in Our Future. Our future is now in your hands. It's like a similar like little interval thing. Huh. Yeah. Just fun little trivia. I was
Plaintive trivia.
Plaintive trivia. Yeah, I don't know. When I was writing that, I was like, oh, what if I did like a little Run Away with Me thing right there? I was like, oh. Ooh.
Thank you, Mrs. Jepsen.
Thank you, Miss Jepsen. Yeah, cool. What are you thinking this week?
Since Matt Watson's album didn't drop this week, he gave us that single, Star Stud, and after first listen, I was like, ooh, this is very different for him, very cool, and I think you might like it. So I'm gonna go with Star Stud by Matt Watson.
Sick.
Alright, Star Stud by Matt Watson. What'd you think, Mike?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I surprise feature from Kiro Bonita.
Kiro Bonito.
Whatever, same thing. Bonita, I think, is Spanish, which I don't think she is. But I've heard her on stuff before, or I've heard stuff from her before, and I like her voice a lot.
Yeah.
So it got a nice vibe to it. But I like the track itself. Do you know if he produces his stuff too?
He does. He does all his own stuff.
That was pretty sick. Yeah. He produced that well. Yeah.
It gives you kind of like an ouch vibe, which the past two singles really didn't. I really like that like really distorted kind of toy piano sound. And then when Miss Bonito comes in, it sounds like Magdalena Bay, and I was like
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Mike might like this, so really like it. Very excited for the rest of the album. Glad you liked it though. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Another bop.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
Cunt.
Gotta get another one.
Yeah, I gotta get another one. It's not as funny this time.
It's not.
No.
You're a fucking loser. I know. Anyway, if you want to, you know what? Before I get to that, I'll tell you that you can check us out on YouTube if you're on streaming services. And if you are on streaming services, thank you for listening. But you can come see our beautiful faces, or our scary faces this week. Ooh. we're here, and we're Jack from AJR.
We spent $100 on these hats each.
Yes. Very expensive hats.
Yep.
Designer hats from Jack himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can come see our faces and, you know, our tier list that hopefully Mike puts in this time.
Hopefully.
But, you know, if you want to listen to us on streaming services, if you're watching us on YouTube, we're all over the place. You know, there's a bunch of links down there that you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. But if you want to find us other places, Mike's all over the place. He's got an album of the year. He's got a TikTok. He's got an Instagram. He's got a Twitter. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a Spotify where you should listen to his music. Coping mechanism, the best coping mechanism of the year, I would say.
Damn. Colin's stamp of approval.
Yeah, man.
You also check out the TikTok page. There's a little teaser of a song that probably won't come out for a little bit, but
it sounded great.
Yeah, little idea that's been swirling around that I like a lot.
It's great. Check it out. Anything else? Anywhere else they can find you?
Behind them, but other than that, I mean, you know.
Yeah. You can find both of us behind you tonight.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But if you want to find me other places,
aside from behind you,
aside from behind me, behind you, and in your attic, and in your closet, I'm everywhere.
All at once, everywhere,
everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
You can find me. I have an album of the year page. I run the TikTok and the Twitter for the channel. I have a Letterboxd. I have an Instagram review page, which it doesn't get any use. It's kind of dusty in there. If you want to go dust it off and check it out, you can do that. If you want to listen to our songs of the week, we have 3 playlists, one for each of us individually, and then one combined that's has both of our songs and guest songs, where you can listen to Run Away With Me by Carly Rae Jepsen and Star Stud by Matt Watson. Yeah, I think that's it.
I do have one little announcement. Colin doesn't even know this either, but tomorrow, from when this video premieres, there will be a little music video that I've done for November as well.
Shit!
I mean, nothing high production, obviously, because I'm broke and got no time, but a little thing.
How you gonna do this to me? How you gonna surprise me like that?
You know, little surprise.
And this is why I'm glad I have a bud like you.
You know what? Come hang out.
All right. You want to give him a little boo on a count of 3?
Sure.
3, 2, 1. Boo!
That's scary, right?
Jack's never seen a boob before. Neither have any AJR fans.
Except when he's sucky wucky.
We'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed this Freaky Fellas. We'll see you next year for another Freaky Fellas with even more intricate costumes.
Yes, it will be more high effort than this.
All right, love you guys. Bye. Look behind you. Ah!